from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A warning tonight from Grand Forks health officials as COVID-19 cases skyrocket. They're taking action. A mask mandate enforceable by law is expected soon in the county. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie explains what it would look like.
Grand Forks leaders are seeking what no other county in the state has, a mask mandate enforceable by law.
You just have to have a good conscience about it, I guess. It's all in your own will and nothing can be really forced upon you like that.
Though some like Noah Daniel aren't a fan.
It's really hard to maintain and control. It'd be hard to manage fines.
State law says county health officers can issue any order to stop spread of an infectious disease, which means anyone who violates the mandate could face a Class B misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail or a $15,000 fine. The city attorney says her office would not seek the max.
Like with anything else, there is going to be discretion involved.
And when it comes to enforcement, Grand Forks police say they'll back health and city leaders.
We would much rather impress upon someone the need to wear a mask, the options available to have them elect to take one of those options as opposed to getting to an enforcement point.
Recently, Mayor Brandon Bachensky ordered bars and restaurants to close early. Health officials say if we don't do more in the short term, we could reach 32,000 positive cases in the county by the new year. In Grand Forks, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
Sent to the state and city attorneys' offices for review. Rather, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has announced new restrictions targeting active spreaders of COVID-19. This comes as deaths, and Hubbard is in the studio with what the restrictions will mean for you. Callie?
Governor Walz says these are the darkest days up in 4 a.m. Indoor capacity will be capped at 150 people and may not go over 50% of total capacity. Bar counter service and then return to their table. The governor said these restrictions follow research showing that these environments become riskier later in the evening. He told me bars and restaurants are complying with existing to the economic livelihood of thousands.
A little bit unfair. So we hope to be around for a while longer. A lot of folks have been doing this for a bit, and we want to keep this business.
Members of 3 households or less.
All right, thank you. 5-person cap. For more on the new restrictions, you can download our free VNL News app and click on this story. Hey, Summer.
Hey, Andrea. The end of a larger snow system, especially impacting Minneapolis and southern Minnesota with some moderate to heavy snowfall at times. And this comes on top of a cold day. Low temperatures this morning. Can-Do, 3 degrees. It was 3 in Raleigh most of the day. A couple locations did make it to the low 30s, but it's been chilly. Your hourly forecast in Fargo tonight, sunset will be at 4:58, and those temperatures will eventually fall into the teens as we head into your Wednesday morning. And coming up, I'll be talking about the possibility for some more snow.
A Fargo man is behind bars after investigators say they found multiple child porn files on his phone. 27-year-old Kyle Keister is charged. Received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Hundreds of images, including those of infants and toddlers. Accidental discharge of a firearm. It happened just before 3 yesterday afternoon. And then noticed a tire going flat on their construction trailer. A 9mm round was found inside the tire. Officers later learned that 21-year-old Casey Staff left the building after the gunshot event and drug paraphernalia. The Bemidji Police Department needs your help finding a missing 17-year-old girl. Layla Eisman was for 9 p.m. last night. Police believe she left voluntarily. 239 pounds with brown eyes and long dark brown hair. Dark shoes. She has a 3-inch scar on her left arm and the Bemidji Police Department. Some people in West Fargo. Officials say the call for the crash at 3412 5th Street West came in around 9 this morning. The car and apartment building are serious. Didn't work. For the third time in the 10 years in the U.S. Supreme Court, killing the measure has been a constant theme of Obamacare is one of the cornerstones of Joe Biden's 8 years as vice president. With details.
Healthcare is a human right. with a handful of protesters gathering near the steps.
Oyez, oyez, oyez.
The U.S. Supreme Court hears arguments on the Affordable Care tax by the High Court, requiring Americans to either buy health insurance in 2017. Now, since it raises no revenue, 18 Republican attorneys general, along with the Trump administration, argue the measure is unconstitutional.
It is a naked command to purchase health insurance, and as such, it falls outside Congress's
intended the entire act to fall if the mandate were struck down when the same Congress that lowered the penalty.
There's no doubt that it's been controversial. And in 2017,
Biden, who worked as vice president, passed a measure today reinforcing his support of the law.
Obamacare is a law that every American should be proud of. It's why people with pre-existing conditions are protected.
The first two failing by votes of 5-4 and 6-3.
Appointees, including the most recent, Amy Coney Barrett. Lawyers. That's 121 more than they reported last month. This video from the Department of Health and Human Services shows migrant children who were parent contact information from the federal government. North Dakota health experts are reporting 30 deaths in a single day due to 24. The daily positivity rate is also at its highest, 894 new positive cases. However, the software that reports news app and on the bottom of your screen. A staff Guzman was gifted a 2008